Still morning, so morning y'all. Chief Prepper here. I did a video on perspective and info and blah 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 and talked about food a lot. But if you watch the series Jericho, if you read the book 1 Second After, you find out that electricity, food, water, resources become a serious issue very quickly. So fuel, food, water, even security. All right. We all start out thinking maybe it'll be okay and we won't be fighting each other, but it almost always ends in a fight. And that's fictional. All right. If you do some digging on Rita and Katrina in Louisiana, you'll find out that it was not really fictional. All right. We eat our own, so to speak. If there's 2 dogs and 1 bone, I've said over and over, only 1 dog gets the bone. In addition to that, over and over and over, you watch the government come in and try to fucking help people. I say try because the news is not really covering it. I haven't been able to see too much of it, but I've seen some blurbs on my phone on Newsbreak. People in Houston, they're waiting in line for food and water, and unless they just moved there, like this fucking spring, and they don't know, then everybody who lives there has been through hurricanes before. And they did fucking nothing to prepare for it. Now, I don't know if it's because they're too fucking poor and stupid, or they expect the government to fix their problem. Because here's the thing. When you get someone else's solution to your problem...
Sir, where's going to be the nearest outlet so that I can plug in my vacuum to vacuum out the leaves in there?
Right there at the outside corner of that front porch area, in between the bushes, there's an outlet right there.
I see there's stuff plugged in right there.
You can unplug either one of those, and I'll replug it in.
Thank you very much.
So... Sorry, that was my AC guy. He's here servicing the air conditioner. So, and I had to wait 3.5 weeks for that. So, anyway, anytime you let someone else solve your problem, you get their solution to your problem, and you get their solution on their timeline, not yours. So all I have to say is, if you live along I-10 and you are San Antonio south all the way to Corpus Brownsville, or east to Houston, Beaumont, and if you're even south of I-35 and 20, or east of I-35 and south of I-20, then you're going to experience thunderstorms and crap from hurricanes. So you need to use some fucking common sense, and you need to fucking prepare. Because what happens one day if the government doesn't come and you're on your own? And realize anything they give you, they're taking from someone else. The government is fucking broke. And at some point, all the chickens that we've been fucking around with around the world are going to come home to roost. So you need to understand that you need to get your food, water, shelter, and security under control. And you need a place away from people. So you need to look for a property that already has a fence, so you don't have to put up a fence. You need a water source, preferably 2, and then you can create a 3rd with rain catchment systems. You need to have probably a solar array, an inverter, battery backup system, so you can have some power. The days of us living in air conditioning and inside our house will probably be over. Because if you have to choose between air conditioning and keeping the fridge cold, if you have a fridge and you have backup power, most of you should be smart enough to choose the fridge. We've lost the skills and knowledge on how to live without electricity. So you need to understand that. You need to figure out a way around it. That's the bottom line. Quit relying on the government. They're not a good solution. Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot. Share love. Chief Prepper, out.